All right, what do you got? Black male killed himself while making an online entertainment business news show. Any viewers? Online entertainment business news show. He did this to himself. Book the black SOB. Your Honor, he definitely did it. I can't, it should change backgrounds, but I'm not going to do that. It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White. Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the litigious news you didn't know about. Law and Order, Chicago Justice, Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Trial by Jury. The other spinoffs. These are much more than rehashes of the same story, and they're much more than what goes on in Dick Wolf's sick little brain. Seriously, how many times can a sex worker be killed before you're satisfied, Dick? Unless it's a fetish, then by all means. For what it's worth, each one of these shows are more or less by the book when it comes to the stories they cover. Procedurals are typical of television. They're not really known for their out-of-this-world gimmicks. Sure, some detectives may fall in love over bones of corpses, or a sidekick solves crimes by lying about being a sidekick, or a middle-aged white guy goes back to the academy to become a rookie cop. I don't know, I've never seen any of those shows. I can only imagine what the stories are based on their titles and posters. But my point stands. Each show follows a template that includes both law and order. While the formula has mostly shifted towards the law side since the original show that ushered in its change, the order is just as important. Many of the most tense moments in media have occurred in the courtroom. When Olivia Benson was kidnapped, the following season featured her being brought in front of a grand jury because of what went down over the course of the 3 episodes covering the event and its fallout. The law that she enforced finally catches up to her in the form of order. I should be a teacher. Now, what I'm about to cover isn't as serious. Still, law and order are important. Recently, it's safe to say we, as an entertainment society, are going through a change when it comes to people of color appearing on screen and working behind the camera. You wouldn't know based on the latest Greta Gerwig movie or a show about a chess prodigy in the 50s or literally anything else Netflix does, but it's true. Comedian Faison Love recently reopened a case of blatant racism done by Universal Pictures after the international marketing of Couples Retreat. I'll let you decide what it is for yourself. Now take a look at both posters for the 2009 film starring Love, Vince Vaughn, Kristen Bell, and a slew of other actors. The one on the left was distributed in the North American market, while the right is for the other markets. Come on, it's super easy to spot. Still don't see it? The mountains in the background are different, right? I'd expect us not to see that. Oh, and Love and fellow BIPOC actress Callie Hawk are missing from the poster, likenesses, names, and all. Love initially brought this back up way in 2009 when the movie released. Universal did apologize back then. However, Love was promised restitution in the form of big career-changing acting roles. And looking at his IMDb, it doesn't seem as though that materialized. Now that may seem like a slam, but it's even stated in the lawsuit. The 6 fans of this show may remember me covering studies done by Color of Change and the Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, both organizations looking to point out the disparities of underrepresented parties and the entertainment industry. They frequently put out these studies that are disparaging to see, yet hopeful in what they are meant to do. Now, obviously, and I mean really obviously, everyone, this is not the only time a leading brown face was removed from their own poster. Naria Black was seen on the 12 Years a Slave poster in Italy. Disney didn't put John Boyega in the Star Wars reboot poster. That led him to quit a perfume brand, stand up to racist Disney fans, which he's still doing and which do exist. Remember, 73 million people in the US voted to keep a racist in the office, and straight up poop talk Disney like it needs to be. Think about it. Besides the forced versions such as Black Panther and Coco, where is the representation at Disney? Litigation is also important for a brand. This week also saw a long-standing case reemerge. After 20 years of not being part of the popular Pokemon trading card game, Kadabra is able to return. Illusionist Uri Geller took Nintendo to court in 2000 because he said the second evolution of Abra is based on him. Geller's skill was bending spoons with his mind, and the psychic ability-driven Kadabra wields a spoon. Now it can rejoin the ranks of the, I'm guessing, 5,000 cards or so. Lawsuits in Hollywood will never stop. The business is so diverse in execution that all manners of legal action can range from serious to downright stupid, much like this show. What we should keep in mind is to, I don't think I have a lesson to learn from this. Maybe it's the end of the year forgetfulness? Look, just be nice. Speaking of things you can be nice, why don't you be nice by subscribing and checking out one of our other videos. Head to the website, cpluscomedy.com, where you can see interviews with your favorite comedians, Twitter, Instagram, at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, at ChadBlackWhite. Like us on Facebook. Listen to the Constitutionals podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And I'm being sued by Law & Order. It's happening.